Hey coaches, what's going on? It is Coach Tim here with another video, and I have a really good one for you today. I'm going to talk to you guys about selecting the right coaches for your program, and more so selecting the right coaches for you. I cannot tell you how important it is for you to select the right coaches to help you not only have a successful season, but get through the season. One of the worst things you can do is have a coaching staff that you don't like and they don't like you. You don't want that. That's worse than having just a losing season. Trust me on that. But we're gonna get into it. Before I get into this video, do me a solid, guys. Like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. As my gift to you, you can download my free Beats Formation playbook. And also, guys, coaching is available. I know a lot of you guys have been coming to me wanting to set up a time to talk. You've asked me if I do consultations. That is now available, guys. I got the link in the description box below. I got 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1 hour consultation time. So if you want to talk to me one-on-one, and pick my brain, or you got a problem that you need solving, I'm making myself available for you guys. All right. So let's get into this video. So guys, I'm here to tell you one of the worst things that can happen to you as a football coach. I don't care what your level is. From professional all the way down to Pop Warner football. One of the worst things you can have happen is have a coaching staff that is trying to sabotage your leadership, sabotage your program, undermine your leadership and who you are, guys. And I'm here to tell you, I've when I first started coaching, it seems like I always had that one coach I called the Judas, right? I always had that one coach that wanted to undermine my leadership, my play calling, my philosophy as a coach, and it was problematic. I think one of the worst years I had was roughly about, I want to say about 5 or 6 years ago now, where I let me back up. I would say I use one thing about me is that I usually select assistant coaches. Not all of my coaches, but I select a handful of coaches who are very proactive with their kids, who come out on the field and they're there every practice, and and then I slowly incorporate them into like just helping with drills and things of that nature. And as the season go on, if they show themselves to be loyal, I will make them one of my assistant coaches or one of my analysts if they have good football IQ or former football coaching experience. And I had to change that up though 6 years ago. I ended up coaching my football program and ran into a former classmate of mine, and we played sports together, and we bumped into each other. Find out, he had a son that wanted to play football, and he was actually actively looking for a program to have his son in. And you know, to make a long story short, had a son on the team. His son was actually a very good quarterback, a very smart kid. And before I even selected the dad to be one of my assistant coaches, he was just dedicated there every practice. He wasn't in the way. He was just there. Anything I needed, he was there. Um, to make a long story short, as the season progressed and nearing the end of the season, there was a change in the way that he conducted himself. He started having a lot of his buddies hanging around. A lot of his buddies were, um, you know, trying to drink at practice and stuff. And that's a no-no for me. You're not going to drink and do, crazy crap, at practices. I run my programs very professionally. I run my programs, like a fine tooth comb. So, I had to correct those things, and nip them in the bud. And that goes into step one, guys. If you have coaches or even parents who are out there doing things that violate what they have agreed to, or violate the standard that you're trying to have for your program, you need to nip it in the bud fast. You do not need to let that kind of stuff linger, because if you let it linger, guess what? It's going to get worse and worse. So you don't want to do that. Step two, and I'm going ahead and get into the steps because I know this is what you guys want. Step number two, you want to select coaches, guys, who respect you as a person, who respect you as a coach, who respect you as the leader of your team, okay? And they also respect your coaching philosophy, okay? And that's the real important one, okay? Because if you're out there and you got coaches who, as soon as you say you're going to run the Beast offense this year, and they look at the Beast offense and they start to down talk you and badmouth your philosophy, that's a major problem. And it can quickly become very toxic in your program if, you keep these guys, you keep these guys on. They don't have to agree with everything that you do, but if you say that you're going to run a single wing offense, direct snap offense, and they think that the spread offense is really what's best and what should happen, that's going to be a problem, okay? That's going to be a problem. Even if you're having a winning season, guys, I won the championship. I think it's about 3 years ago now, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I won the championship, right? We was averaging 35 points per game. I put up 72 points in my championship game. Teams could not score on us. We were putting up crazy numbers, and I still had parents questioning, why am I running the Beast offense? And we're blowing out everybody, okay? So, you're not going to please everybody as a coach, okay? You're just not. But you do need to make sure your coaches are on board, even if they don't agree, even if they feel like, okay, man, I wish, we was more of a spread offense, but coach, I'm all in, and they need to be all in if you win, if you're undefeated, and they need to be all in if you don't win any games, right? Because really people start to show their true colors if you're not winning, okay? Or if you have an inconsistent season when it comes down to wins and losses. That's when people really start showing their true colors. So make sure, guys, that you choose coaches who are all in, again, and they respect you as a person, as a coach, as a leader, and also respect your coaching philosophy. Because if you don't, you're going to run into some major issues. Okay, so let me get into a few other things that I really want you to avoid doing. I know some of this you may not be able to fully avoid, but I at least want you to be aware of it to avoid running into this problem. And guys, if you like what I'm saying and agreeing with what I'm saying, make sure you hit that like button, guys. I really appreciate it. Also, if you have any experiences, I love to your feedback in the comments and know what you dealt with. And if you are dealing with drama, and are you trying to avoid drama going into next season, guys, I am available to talk. Trust me, I got a PhD in dealing with drama and disrespect. My bad, guys. My vehicle automatically cut its lights off. Hold on one second. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. But I got a PhD, guys, in dealing with drama and dealing with program culture and things of that nature. All right, guys. So here's one of the first things I really want you to be aware of. All right. So you don't want to select people who are just family and friends, okay, guys? You may have a dude you went to high school with, played football with in high school, played football with in college, and y'all was buddies, y'all was good dudes, and then y'all decide, hey, I'm going to start a youth football team. Or you may be a college coach or a high school football coach. Say, I want to bring my buddy on who I played high school football with. Look, before you bring him on, you need to vet him, and you need to make sure that he's on board with what you're running. He needs to know what your offensive philosophy is, your defensive philosophy is, what your program philosophy is, what goals you're trying to accomplish, what type of culture you're trying to build, and how and what role they play into that culture, how they can add value to that culture. Because time and time again, I see buddies, best friends, fall out with each other because they don't agree with philosophy, or they remember their homeboy being I hate to say this, they may remember you being the backup linebacker in high school, and they was the star linebacker or the star quarterback, and they still see you in that light. And so they're saying, well, you can't tell me nothing. You was a backup linebacker. I was the starring linebacker, or I was the starring quarterback or starring running back. I know more than you. And that's what you get. You get egos involved, and then you get disrespect, and then you get fallout. And then, on the youth football level, it happens all the time. You get fallout, and then the dude who you fell out with, he starts his own, football team, or try to take over your football team and kick you out of the program. I see it happen all the time. Actually, too much on the youth football level, but it also happened. It also happened in the middle school level, the high school level, and college level, where the coaches get sabotaged, politics get involved, and nothing good happens when politics get involved and it gets toxic. It's like putting fire to gas. Okay, so guys, I wanted to make this quick video to help you guys, who are dealing with, your culture, choosing coaches for your program. Again, guys, you don't want to just choose anybody just because they're your buddies. All right, guys, you don't want to choose them just because even they're a dedicated parent and volunteer. You need to vet them and make sure they're on board. Be very professional. Have meetings with these guys. Be very firm and be very straight up with these guys. Don't be a yes man, and don't be all nice all the time. It's time for that. I'm a nice guy, but when it comes down to coaching football, developing these kids, building culture, I am very direct and very real with the people who want to be in my core. And once they get in the core, once they are dedicated, once they're ride or die, then they're able to see a little bit more of me, you know, on the laid back side. But before then, because I've been through this, I've been doing this for a long time now. I've been doing this 15 years. This my 15th year, I believe. I can't even keep counting anymore. I think this is my 15th year. When you do it this long, you know what to look for. You know how you need to approach it. Okay. And that's that, guys. So hope you got value from this video, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. Also, if you need to talk, I'm here available to talk to you. Just go in the description box and choose the option that's best for you. Really don't matter to me what option you choose. I just want to help you win more games, score more points. All right, guys. So that's it with this video. Guys, remember, be great. Have fun, beast out. And also, guys, take care of yourself in 2022. This is going to be an amazing year. Peace.